So I saw this tweet recently and it was like, what is your favorite diss track of all time? It doesn't matter what genre it is and who is it about. So for me, I picked Obsessed by Mariah Carey, and this is about Eminem. And essentially he just wanted to lie and pretend like they had like an actual relationship, and she was like, no, that's not true and such. And he just kept going like back and forth with her and whatever. And so this was like her final response in terms of that. And I just think that this is a really catchy song overall. And I really like the vocals in here. The stylistic choice of autotune is something that's really interesting to listen to. I feel like it really works well for the song. Her vocals in here are great, of course. I think that it's really funny how she dressed up as him in the music video. So here's going to be her dressed up as him in the music video. And it was just really funny, the attention to detail that she paid. Like that one scene whenever like there's all those photos of her and just like obsessing over it and just like walking down the street in little moments. Like I really think it shows just like how funny it is, her sense of humor and stuff like that. It's just really hilarious to me, like the attention to detail put into that. So I just thought that was funny. And it's really accurate, like if you look up pictures of him and everything. So I like that attention to detail in the music video. But she really ended him with the song I Do Not Care. And the lyrics are scathing and clever. She's saying, will the real MC please step to the mic? And that's a reference to his song Slim Shady. So that's like a reference there. And then another one of my favorites is whenever she says, you a mom and pop, I'm a corporation. I'm the press conference, you a conversation. Ate him up right there. And then there's more. She said, got you all fired up with your Napoleon complex, see right through you like you're bathing in Windex. She said, oh, you are a liar. Like, I just really love like all those lyrics there. You on your job, you hitting hard, ain't gonna feed you, I'm gonna let you starve. Gasping for air, I'm ventilation, you out of breath, hope you ain't waiting. And I really think that this song is well written. Mariah is one of the best songwriters of all time. I really love her delivery, her wordplay, her vocabulary, the melodies that she comes up with and everything. And she really never gets the credit as a songwriter that I think that she deserves. And what a shame. And also, this is a song that was successful for her, being number 7 on the Billboard charts. And this is one of her most popular songs, especially with, you know, my generation, Gen Z and everything. And this is a song that just stands really well on its own, right? Because before I even knew about the entire history before the song, I just thought, oh, it's a really catchy song. And then you hear the history behind it and just like how everything ties in, and it just makes it that much better. So it stands alone pretty well, but you add all that stuff up and it's like, wow, she really ate him up with that song. Also, like I did mention, he was always like saying stuff about her whenever, and so like the first one that she put out was going to be Clown off the Charm Bracelet album, and a lot of people argue that this song, you know, rivals Obsessed in terms of lyrics, and this one is pretty scathing as well. You can maybe pause the reader, look up the lyrics yourself or whatever, and mind you, she only made that song because he kept talking about her and trying to ignore her and whatever, and she was always asked about it and everything, and so yeah, she really ate him up with Clown, and then she came and ended him once again on Obsessed and really ended everything. And I also think that her TikTok Wipe It Down challenge was pretty funny. Overall, this song really did prove its point. She's saying, why are you so obsessed with me? You know, she's making it obvious enough to where it's about him and the lyrics and dressing up like him in the music video and whatever, but not directly saying like, oh, this is about Eminem or whatever. And we think a lot of diss tracks, like it's very direct, it's very obvious and things like that. But she said all that and he responded to that and proved that he was still obsessed. Like that was her final thing in that. And he proved that he was obsessed with that entire The Warning song. And now a lot of Eminem fans are going to be in my comments, oh, he ended her with The Warning and da-da-da. The only people who know about The Warning are his fans. I never heard of that song until I got into her music, and then all of his fans want to be, oh, he ended her and whatever. Like his fans only know about that. The general public does not know about that song at all. And like I said, Mariah's song was more commercially viable. It's a catchier song. It stood the test of time, and The Warning can't relate. So you already have that there, right? And so a lot of them are going to be like, oh, well, he used voicemails of her. He really got her good and proved that they were together and duh. And that's also something that's not true because it's literally from interviews that she did. And I don't understand why for the life of me you would pull from interviews that she did, because you really think that people aren't going to put 2 and 2 together, that that's not real voice recordings and stuff like that. And he was just always saying stuff about her and pretending that they were together whenever she said that they weren't and everything. And so she just really came to end him on the song. And she's like, why are you so obsessed with me? Like she's really asking that and whatever. And like I said, he came back with The Warning and he thought he was going to end her, but he really didn't. And some that say, oh, well, he's more commercially successful. From what I read, they sold like the same amount of records. Who has a song that's going number 1 every single year without fail? Mariah has 19 number 1 singles, 28 top 10s. She's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame and Eminem isn't. Okay, let's bring up that conversation. Influenced singers from the likes of a Beyonce to a Ariana Grande, one of the most respected singers of all time, one of the best singer-songwriters of all time. Like any stat that you want to have commercially, Mariah already has it, so I don't understand why his fans are trying to come for her and all this stuff. Mariah has way more than most artists will ever have, and she's so graceful about it. Eminem only has 5 number 1s, mind you. And his new albums are just not being well received in terms of the critical acclaim and stuff. And even his fans say that he fell off. And people give him a lot and due to white privilege and stuff like that. So in the end, Mariah really did win. And like I said, it's just really great how everything came together in terms of the production, in terms of the writing, in terms of vocals and everything like that. And she just really came and did what she had to do. So that is basically why Obsessed is my favorite diss track of all time and everything. I made this tweet. His stands are up and down all my quotes on the comments because I said the facts and I did what had to be done. But yeah, that's why Obsessed is my favorite diss track of all time. Let me know what your favorite one is down below in the comments. Who is it about and all that stuff. I think it's really interesting, the whole genre of diss tracks. People always think of No Vaseline, like my mutual Michaela was saying, but people never really talk about this one as one of the best diss tracks of all time. And I definitely do agree with that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments.